Hey guys, today I'll be reviewing a 2012 Peugeot RCZ. So this is a 1.6 THP Sport. So these came in the four different engines. They came in a 1.6 THP with 156, 200 and 280 brake variants. And then you had one 2-litre HDI diesel with a little bit more power than the 156 with 163. But yeah, obviously a little bit of insight to the Peugeot RCZ. It was released for the 2009 model year at the Frankfurt Auto Show, and the concept was absolutely stunning. It looked really cool and futuristic. Peugeot do make really innovative concepts. And yeah, this one's a 62 plate 2012 model, finished in Dolphin grey metallic, which is sort of just the blue they had. It's sort of like a sea looking blue, and this one's got the 18-inch original alloys painted in gloss black, which look really sporty and nice. Obviously being a sport trim, you get some nice features. And yeah, this one's got the optional champagne sort of satin chrome roof arches as well. Most of them have it, but some do have body coloured ones which don't look as nice. And you've got the twin sports exhaust on the left hand side as well, twin pipes, which is really nice, and an active deployable rear spoiler which can be activated from the cabin. You've got RCZ badging and then Peugeot badging with the Peugeot logo and a boot button. Obviously you get some nice amenities such as front and rear parking sensors, and obviously a very nice boot with a sort of tyre pump and your towing eye. And yeah, really nice. Obviously you sort of had the 2012 style Peugeot key as well, what you'd sort of get on 207, which is quite funny. But yeah, I really like these look absolutely gorgeous. You've got rear privacy and you've got this sort of moulded rear roof. It looks like someone's almost sat on a roof. It looks really funny. But yeah, you've got this sort of dent which goes from the roof into the window, which looks really nice. It's sort of like just sort of a bubble shape. Looks really nice. And yeah, looked really nice and adds a lot of nice styling to it. And obviously, yeah, being a petrol, it's 1.6 THP. And yeah, let's just move in on the inside. So on the inside, we've got this black Marston cloth interior with this sort of checkered patterning in the middle and a sort of pinstripe going down the seat back and the seat bottom with white stitching. These are sort of bucketed sports seats which are quite nice. All RCZs came standard with this. Some had leather and half leather, and you've got some rear seatbelt buckles there which can be conveniently just put in these little holsters to stop them dangling around. But yeah, they can be plugged in there and there to make a 3-point seatbelt. And you've got manually adjustable front seats with some sort of like nice plastic leathering on the dashboard with white stitching, contrast sort of stitching. Start it up, you just put the key in, you don't even need to turn the clutch down. This one's also got a nice comprehensive service history with 11 services and 2 main dealer Peugeot services earlier on in its life, 4 owners. You've got electric folding mirrors, which is quite nice. This one's got the very rare Peugeot Media Connect Sat Nav, which was about a £1,700 option. This just gives you this deployable screen which comes out of the dashboard. Otherwise you'd sort of have you'd have this orange sort of display in the middle, I think, which is really tiny and sort of backlit, just had radio. But yeah, this screen can be flipped down and revolved back up, and it can also be tilted by using this button. And yeah, you've got your 3D navigation, which I think was a hard disk drive nav. Really nice, quite decently responsive, you know, considering it's 2025. And then yeah, you've got radio, music, and also your different modes and telephone. And yeah, just really nice, to be honest. Really, you wouldn't really expect it out of them. Obviously it is quite a rare little infotainment system. Not all the RCZs came with it, but yeah, quite a rare little system. And yeah, you've got remote locking here, dual zone electronic climate control, as you'd expect sort of from a car of this price point at this age, air conditioning, triple temperature, sort of flow direction as well, individual flow direction, rear heated windscreen, 12-volt socket, and then the spoiler can also be retracted and deployed at the flick of a button. This one's got a brand new centre console as well, which is quite nice. Well, sort of brand new, it's a little bit used, but yeah, the other one was sort of battered up a little bit. And you've got all RCZs came standard with this sort of satin chrome bezel accented steering wheel with perforated grips on the side and a flat bottomed style, along with sports pedals with rubber studs. And you've got, most of them came with a 6-speed manual transmission. However, I do believe an auto was offered as well. You sort of got metallic, black metallic trim here as well, with metallic sparkles and flecks in it, which is quite nice. And like I said, you've got this sort of white stitched trim and this sort of analog clock in the middle, along with a digital clock there as well, which is quite nice in case you know, you're not the biggest fan of that. But yeah, overall really nice, lovely car for a price point. And yeah, you've got this Peugeot tread plate as well, which is quite nice. And yeah, obviously a lovely little car, a lovely little coupe for a price point. Very cheap, obviously, and ours is quite reasonably well priced considering the very low mileage of the car. I mean, considering the age. And yeah, you've got this sort of gloss black trim, like I said, front and rear parking sensors and halogen headlamps with a Peugeot logo and the Peugeot lion on the front bonnet or the front bumper. And then yeah, under the bonnet you've got a 1.6 litre THP, which is Peugeot's 1.6 litre turbocharged 4-pot of 156 brake horsepower. THP stands for Turbo Haute Pression, which means high pressure turbo. It's a variable geometry size turbo with a high pressure pump, so you know, you get the nice torque. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you're interested, please look on Auto Trader for this car. I don't think it will stick around long. Hey guys, so today I'll be test driving the Peugeot RCZ. So obviously it's quite a nice car really, and when you think Peugeot you don't really think anything too special, but yeah, obviously this is quite a nice little car. Peugeot RCZ being released in 2009 at Frankfurt Motor Show. It was quite, the concept was really iconic. It was just really, really futuristic. Peugeot do really make some nice concepts, to be honest. But yeah, obviously this one is just really nice, obviously. And yeah, I'll just try and get this map sorted out in a sec. Yeah, really nice, obviously. Sorry, like I was saying, it's obviously got 1.6 THP, which was Peugeot's version of just a turbo 4-pot. It was called the THP, so Turbo Haute Pression, something like that, yeah. Haute, yeah, Turbo Haute Pression, which means a high pressure turbo. So it had a variable geometry turbo with a high pressure pump, which is quite nice. And yeah, obviously this one's equipped with quite a rare option of the Peugeot Connect. It was about a 1,700 quid option in the day, and yeah, it just gives you this sort of infotainment system which comes up through this dashboard here, which is quite cool. So you can sort of listen to a radio without having any screens, but originally it just came with a radio, sort of small little backlit orange sort of themed radio display here. But yeah, really nice. All of these came in manual, but as far as I saw in a brochure, they did actually come in auto, but I don't think any exist as far as I know, or at least they came to me. Yeah, obviously quite nice. These are quite nippy as well, these these sort of sophisticated style wipers, which are like come on each end of the sort of French engineering for you. Come on each end of the windshield. I forgot what they're called, but they give them a special name, obviously for that. But yeah, as far as I know, these seem to come in a manual only, but apparently they did also come in auto according to brochures, but I never seen one. Yeah. Maybe there is some advertised, but it must be quite rare for auto, because like I said, most of them are manual. But yeah, really nice, obviously, this car. Definitely a lovely Peugeot. It's definitely just not what you'd expect when you hear Peugeot. It's a really lovely looking car. Like I said, when the concept came out, it's absolutely beautiful. Just something you wouldn't expect from Peugeot, really. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the test drive, and I'll see you in the next one.